and welcome back to our channel. Now, sincere apologies that we are week number 2 of the year and Joe still hasn't made an appearance. However, look, it's not totally his fault. We was going to film tonight while Phoebe was in bed, and then he got invited out and I said, look, go, have fun. So it's just me that is going to catch you up this week on basically just kind of what we've been up to since we took a little break from YouTube, basically. You might have some ideas if you do follow us on our other channels, but yeah, so welcome back if you are not new here, and if you are new, then thank you for joining us. As I always say every single week, please subscribe to our channel if you find our content enjoyable, useful, whatever it is, because it really means a lot to us. And thank you to everybody who likes, watches, and yeah, just supports us in any way, because we really appreciate it. So where shall I begin? I'm trying to think of how long it's actually been since we took our break from YouTube, and I feel like it's been a good few months. However, not much happened. That is a lie. I don't know if I have been on YouTube since my sister surprised me after the summer. I got back from the summer, we was all back reunited, and a couple of weeks later, Joe told me that Phoebe had a 2-year checkup at the hospital, and that he was going to be coming home from work early to come with me to the appointment. So he was back earlier than I thought. There was a knock on the door and I thought, that's not Joe because he's not said he's left work yet. And I wasn't expecting a parcel, but I thought, oh, maybe Joe's ordered something, whatever. Went to the door and I opened it and my sister was there. Honestly, the last person that I ever thought would surprise me. Best surprise ever. And I don't think a lot of people, I don't think I told anyone that my dream whilst living in Dubai was to be surprised by somebody, and that was just so special. So she came for about 5 days, which was just amazing, spending time with my sister, just girly time on our own, and obviously also Phoebe having her auntie here was just so lovely. So yeah, that happened in September. Then Joe's brother came out, which was again just so lovely. It wasn't a surprise, we didn't know he was coming, although in hindsight I wish I surprised Joe now, because he was obviously in on my sister's surprise. But yeah, it was really nice. Again, same way as it was nice for me to have my sister here, it was really nice for Joe to have his brother here. They got to spend some time alone together, and then also Phoebe got her uncle. So yeah, it was just 10 out of 10. It was so lovely. And then literally slightly overlapping that, actually, I went back to the UK. On my own, actually, which going to the airport without a toddler was liberating. I did not know what to do with myself, but I just went back for a long weekend for my sister's hen do, so that was obviously so much fun. Yeah, we just had so much fun. It was so good. And it was really nice to just be me, not mum, for the weekend. Obviously, everybody's always gutted if I go back without Phoebe. But selfishly for me, I really enjoyed it. It meant I got to run around and do what I wanted. And then, yeah, came back. So, yeah, that was October. And then November, my parents came out for 10 days. I feel like that's kind of their month now. So, yeah, they came out last November, and they've come out this November for 10 days, which is just such a nice amount of time. It's not too long, not too short. It's just perfect. And obviously, because they have been before now, we kind of just kept it quite low key. We did a few nice things, but we got to just spend proper quality time. So it was just really nice. The weather here at the moment, let me tell you, is just lovely. It's actually to a point where I get quite cold, and so many people were saying Dubai's never this cold in the winter. But yeah, it's really lovely. I would actually say the only downfall is that we find it a bit too cold to go swimming, but we have the rest of the year to do that, so we're not too bothered. So yeah, we've just been really enjoying just getting outside, going to the beach, we've been to a few farms, going to some different parks, just making sure we're spending time outside most days. And then, of course, the big one that I will talk about this week is Christmas. Now, we spent our first Christmas in Dubai, and I really wasn't sure. I thought I was going to absolutely hate it. And look, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that I absolutely loved it, because I didn't. And I think Joe's very much on the same page as me, which, look, we're actually really lucky. We do agree on a lot of things. Yeah, I don't know if he's trying to appease me, but normally on these big life things, we do agree, which is quite important. But yeah, we just thought, we went back to the UK for Christmas last year. So this year, if he was a bit older, we don't want to keep taking her away from her home on like things like Christmas morning and stuff like that, because it just means that we have to limit the amount of presents because we have to get them back to Dubai and all that kind of thing. So we thought, look, let's give it a go. If we hate it, we don't have to do it again. And yeah, we want to experience a different kind of Christmas, like a hot, sunny Christmas. So yeah, we made some plans with our friends. So we went for a brunch with a couple of different groups of families, basically, which was really nice because everyone was in the same boat. Everyone had toddlers and they're all friends. So yeah, it was really lovely. That aspect was absolutely lovely. Like, it just didn't feel like Christmas. I would say, like, the brunch we went to, I was slightly underwhelmed by it. It was very expensive. Like, even for like a non-alcoholic package, it was really expensive. The kids' entertainment was like not, in my opinion, like not good. Like, for me, it's not acceptable to have your kids' entertainment as Cocomelon on a TV in a separate room. So that kind of blew my mind a bit. So yeah, I think if we stayed here again for Christmas, I would be more inclined to like cook at home and then just have like some friends over in the evening or whatever. But yeah, look, we've done it. We had a nice time with our friends. We don't need to do it again. There's no pressure. So yeah, we can't complain too much in that sense. But yeah, I just think I found it quite difficult, like not seeing family and friends over that period. Like, we didn't go back to the UK even in the lead up to Christmas, so we missed out on the whole, like, seeing the Christmas decorations in London, doing some Christmas activities with like my nieces and all of that kind of thing. We just missed out on a lot, and I really felt that. So we have discussed about what we're going to do next year. I mean, it's a whole year off. We don't need to make any like concrete decisions. But we've either said that we'll definitely go back for Christmas, or if we don't go back for actual Christmas Day, like if we feel like too bad that Phoebe's not going to get to do her own thing in her own house, then we will go back like for a week or two right before Christmas. So you get the whole Christmassy feeling. You can almost do like a fake little Christmas Day with family. But we'll be back here for Christmas Day. But TBC on what we decide, we'll think about it nearer the time. So yeah, that was Christmas. New Year was nice. To be honest, no matter whether I'm in the UK, Dubai, wherever, I'm not bothered about New Year. Like, I will sleep through New Year, it doesn't bother me. But we went to our friend's house and we did like a fake early New Year because they also have a toddler. But again, lovely to spend some time with friends. We played some games, had such a laugh. And we was back home and in bed by about 10:30, 11. So perfect. The only other thing, like I said, to update you on, and if you follow me on like any of the other apps, you will know that I've been doing something called Fit Before 30. So I started this just over 2 months ago, and I'm quite proud to say that I've actually like stuck to it. Not that there's like a schedule or like boxes to be ticked in terms of sticking to it, but I've been committed in documenting it on TikTok, either every day or I've like spoke about every day, if you know what I mean. Just because some days run away with me and I don't get time to sit down and quickly do it. But essentially, I'm on a bit of a mission. I'm turning 30 this year. And I basically a couple of months ago just sat down with myself and thought, would I be happy to turn 30 feeling, looking, being like this? Like, is there improvements to be made? And, you know, it didn't take me long to think to myself, absolutely, there is so many positive changes that I can make in my own life. And that's not just my appearance, that's not just losing weight, that's not, do you know what I mean? It's not just those things, it's also like that mental health and just looking after myself more in every sense of the word, and which, you know, in turn makes me a better wife, a better mum, all of the rest of it. So it's been a total mix of things. I've got myself a running coach. She's absolutely incredible. If you've watched any of my videos, you know how much I rave about her. She's amazing. She is called Rosie, and she is the owner of She Does Run Club here in Dubai. So if you are looking for someone, you don't even need to be in Dubai. She does it remotely. So it's all done on this really good app. And yeah, reach out to her if you're looking to get active this year, or you are looking to get into running or back into running, whatever it may be. Like, she'll be really supportive and she's so nice. So yeah, I've been doing that. I'm aiming to do a 5k race at the end of the month, which doesn't seem like a lot to some people, but look, this is an individual journey. We're not judging here. My goal was to be able to run a 5k comfortably. Look, I've trained and done a half marathon years and years ago, so I'm like, for me, I even think to myself, oh god, it's only 5k, but look, I can sit and I can ponder on things that I did years ago, but this is what I'm dealing with now. So I'm well on my way there. Look, she's even said that she thinks I could run a 5k now, so I'm really happy about that, and I've stuck to it, bar like a few days off here and there if I've been unwell or whatever else, but I stuck to it over the Christmas holidays, which I was really proud of myself with. And I've been doing Pilates, and I've also still been doing box yoga. So yeah, really been getting quite active. Also made a few other changes, so I'm really trying to cut down on screen time before bed. So just sitting in bed and reading like for 20 minutes, if that, some evenings. Like, if I'm ready, it sends me to sleep and I get such a better sleep. So just small changes like that. I have been unwell and I've been to the hospital, and they have actually now, literally in the last week, put me on a FODMAP diet, which actually has given me the kick up the bum, because I also set myself a bit of a task or a goal, whatever the word is, to like try and cut out processed food. But this diet basically means I have to cut out everything. So yeah, that is also a massive improvement. Just little tweaks here and there. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm never going to eat processed food. I'm not going to do anything that's got toxins in it, or all the rest of it. Like, that is not what I'm sitting here saying. I am just trying to be better and be a bit more mindful of the decisions I'm making. And I think it's making me a better person. So yeah, hopefully when I turn 30, I can look back on however long it's been, just shy of a year of doing this Fit Before 30, and think, yeah, I really gave that a good go, and I am a better version of myself, whatever that looks like, basically. So yeah, if you are interested in having a little look at what I've been up to, then definitely head over to our TikTok. And yeah, I think that's kind of catching you up to speed as to what we've been up to. In a couple of weeks, my sister is getting married. Oh, I cannot wait. I love weddings, and the fact it's my sister's, like, it's just going to be so special. So we're all going back to the UK. Me and Phoebe are going back for just over a week, and then Joe's joining us for a long weekend. So that is just going to be so lovely. I can't wait to go back. Like, obviously I went back in October briefly for a long weekend, but I cannot wait to go back for like over a week. I'm getting my hair done, I'm getting my eyebrows done, all by my usual people. So I can't wait for that. And then the following month in March, we're going to Disneyland Paris. So yeah, lots of lovely things to look forward to. And yeah, obviously as we do them, we will keep you posted and try and show you as much as we can of what we're up to. So yeah, thank you so much if you got to the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it and you feel like you're up to speed with what you may have missed out on if this is the only platform that you watch us on. But yeah, make sure you give us a follow on our other socials as well, and make sure you are subscribing. Thank you so much, and I shall see you next week, hopefully with Joe. I have to make this happen. I can't, this isn't a going solo thing. So yeah, we will see you next week. Have a lovely, lovely week. Bye.